What's up, y'all? It's your boy Carcino, man. Listen, this is the truth behind the beef between LL Cool J and epmd. This is a little silent thing that happened. Now, epmd comes out, they had a smash hit song. And once they came out smashing with Strictly Business and they popping off, LL kind of fell off the platform with Walking with a Panther. It didn't grasp the attention that they had for expectations when they first made the album. So he started working with Marley Marl, trying to get back, in the groove. And Russell Simmons, after the second epmd album came and dropped, and got themselves back high again. epmd came out with 2 smash hit albums. Russell Simmons decided that he was going to be in charge of the management of epmd. He felt that they just needed some direction, that they did all this basically on their own, and with his guidance they can go to the next level and start making millions of dollars. So what happened was, LL Cool J loved and was freestyling to every beat that they had on the second album, and was like, I need that. He was like, yeah, I need that. So when L came along and told them, like, man, I need whatever that sound they got, I need that sound. So what they did was, like, on the third album, he wanted to work with epmd. So L came around like, hey, you cats are ill. I mean, mad ill. I wanna work with you so we can collaborate together, probably make some hit songs. They're gonna go platinum. You're gonna make a lot of money. So when L started hitting him with that, and like, I'm the double L, he still talked like I run the rap game. And epmd at that time was on fire, but they still looked up to LL Cool J like, man, this is gonna be good for us. So they did the hit on the song. Hold on. They did the song Rampage with LL Cool J, with his infamous Slow Down Baby. And LL verse came in and just murdered everything. The Ripper, the Master, the Overlordian, playing MCs like an old accordion. I get the inspiration from a necessary station. I'm saying I was vacationing. I mean, that whole verse, the way he hit it, me getting burnt, the hurt won't be tolerated. I got rhymes up the, forget it, I'm constipated. L. Everybody's like, faces was like, whoa. Did he just murder epmd on their own joint? He just murdered epmd on their own joint. And he didn't even go last. So the buzz is in the street like, man, L just spit fire. So this is bringing LL back. Before the Mama Said Knock You Out album, that's what brought like the streets people back to like, man, L ripping this. L still got it, so when that was going around and Rampage became a big hit, epmd wanted to make a video for Rampage. So they wanted to tab LL, like, of course, like, man, let's get L, let's do the video. L's like, sure, I'll do the video, but now you gotta pay me. Pay you? And he was like, man, dude, just be in the video straight up. And he was like, well, this is LL's asking price. And he was like, Russell, you manage both of us. He was like, yeah, I do. And it's the standard part of business. It don't mean he don't like you. It's just a part of business. He did his service for the song and everything, and that was good, but for video appearances, he gotta get paid. And they were like, Russell, you managed both of us. This should have been an easy transition. So Russell said, I'll work it out. Don't worry about it. You ain't got to pay nothing. So they was like, cool. So they went to LL, and L was not feeling it. L was like, I'm not doing the video. I don't have the time. After he agreed to do it, in principle, then said, tell him I'm not going to be able to make the video because I don't have the time. I'm doing something right now with my album. So that just sent EPMD into a frenzy. Like, man, what? And then they did something rappers just don't like done. Don't make a fake me and put them in the video. You know, that's just what rappers, they don't like that. I don't know why. They think they view it as a sign of disrespect. If you make a fake them and put them in the video rapping, if they're not in it, even if they couldn't make it, don't fake it. That's the rule. I don't know how or who made it, where it started, but that's a rule. Don't fake it if I ain't make it. But they decided to fake it. And they had some lampshade. They had some guy wearing a Kango in the back with like some ladies there behind a red thing and spinning around. And that LL didn't like that, but he didn't really take too much of it. You know, he still viewed them as friends, you know, but he kept his distance from EPMD ever since then. And EPMD started dissing LL Cool J on the song Crossover. The very next album, they come out dissing LL Cool J. In case you didn't know, that's who they were talking about. When they was talking about Crossover, kick the crossover, they was talking about LL Cool J as an example of one of the people that crossed over. So LL never responded, never did anything. He just like, I'm gonna light them up on the album and let them know lyrically none of them can touch me. So I'm not even finna diss them because at that point EPMD, it didn't get big enough for LL to touch it. He didn't need it. After Mama said knock you out, why would he need to touch that? He's selling millions of records, and he's like, well, I'm gonna worry about a gold artist. So even though he was cool, you know, in nature, he never really entertained the beef. Why they kept it going, and even Stay Real and Redman kind of took shots at L a little bit on the There's a Dark Side album, on Basically. Why come always these guys use the hardcore to come back? Is that fair to the hardcore brothers that rap? But being hardcore ain't making fake frowns and wearing Scully hats because your best buddy packs. Think about it. So I mean, all this could be subliminal. People be like, no, that ain't what he meant. We were in it, so we knew exactly what was going on at that time. We were definitely in it. So we knew exactly who and what was being, who was the words being directed to, who was the targets. But I gotta roll, so here's a nice, good, short one for you, so it don't take up all y'all time, and I'm out.